Hi guys, Luckfog here and welcome to another FIFA 20 player review, and in this video guys we're reviewing the 85 rated FUT headliners SBC Smalling from Roma. This is a really nice upgrade to his card as well. I believe he's gone from like a base rating of 81 and an 83 rated in form up to an 85 FUT headliner, which is pretty awesome. And to complete his SBC it cost me about 10 or 15,000 coins or something like that. I'm not too sure according to FUTBin what his overall SBC cost is, but I'm guessing because it's only an 83 squad with one in form, it's probably like a maximum of 50,000 coins, maybe even less than that, which is, in my opinion, already great value for this card. In the 4 games I played with Chris Smalling, he didn't score me any goals or get me any assists, and he does have a 3-star big foot as well as 2-star skill moves. Moving along to his game stats, his main standard stats will be his 90 heading, his 89 stand tackle, as well as his 93 strength, and also his 87 slide tackle, and it also have the powerhouse chemistries that applied to this Chris Smalling card. Of course, the former Manchester United player now over at Roma, and doing pretty well for himself, which is obviously very good. Roma are a decent team as well, so of course if you want to go to the EA website to check out how these cards get further upgraded, there's something in there about they get a certain upgrade if their team wins 4 games in a row or something like that. Roma are having a decent season, they're obviously very much capable of winning 4 games in a row, so if they do, I think that means Smalling gets an upgrade or something like that. He could also maybe get a winter upgrade, which could increase this card, who knows. But in my opinion, this is a great value for money SBC. I haven't checked on FUTBin, as I said at the start of the video, what his price goes for, but it's only an 83 rated squad with 1 in form, so he can't be like more than 50k, surely not. And he's brilliant. He is absolutely fantastic. Now, you might be thinking, why a powerhouse chem style? But I want to increase his passing a little bit more, because 65 passing at this stage of FIFA for a centre-back is okay, but I wanted that to be increased a little bit more. His pace is already fine for a centre-back, his physicalities are amazing, and pretty much just max out his defending as well, to make it essentially like Team of the Year level defensive stats. And he's great for me. He really was. From his first pro, his tackling, his old defense stats are amazing. I mean, with the powerhouse chem style, his interceptions go to 90, his heading remains at 90, which is pretty decent. His defensive winners goes up to 95, his stand tackle goes to 99, and even his slide tackle as well goes up to 97, which is amazing. And he's brilliant. You know, I'm partnering up with that Tomiyasu card as well, the storyline card. I think they're both very solid defenders. I think they're very impressive. I think obviously, I think both of them, although they're only 85 rated, I think they're more than good enough to be used in any Serie A team at this stage of FIFA. I honestly do think that. And he did make a lot of tackles for me. A couple of the games that I went into in Division 5, I was coming up against amazing opponents. A few of the games, I slapped them, basically. I think there was 2 of the games that did pretty well, and 2 of the games I kind of struggled in. But he was always making tackles, very consistent at that, so I was very happy overall with his all-round tackling. His second pro will be his strength. Amazing. He's got a good height coming in at 6'4", which is already fantastic for a centre-back, but 93 strength and 88 aggression, and plus for the fact that he's not that slow at the same time, it makes it really good. He is so good at being able to bully players off the ball, and the strength is just amazing. It really is. It doesn't matter what kind of attack you're coming up against. You could become, you know, even if you're coming up against like a flashback Balotelli, who's also great for physicality-wise, I still think Smalling definitely can meet his match there. I can't recall him ever struggling physical, you know, I can't remember him not winning a physicality battle. He'd always win it. Very easy to take the ball off the opponents, unless they had like a Timo Werner who's just insanely quick and no one can catch up to his new player of the month card. I've come up against him quite a bit and he's been unbelievable. I can't remember if I came up against him in these games. I probably did, but yeah, anyway, his strength, it is amazing. Obviously with his height as well, does make it very good. And his final pros will also be his passing. For the most part, his passing was very good for a centre-back. You know, 62 vision goes up to 72. His short passing goes up to 87 with my quick math there. His long pass goes to 81 as well. I think it's very important that passing is good for a centre-back, especially if we get into the stage of FIFA. And I look at his passing and I think it is a stat that probably does need to be upgraded a little bit. I think it just makes him better in being able to, you know, it's all well and good if he can make tackles but can't play the ball out of the back of the, you know, from like the defensive area. He needs to be able to have good passing to, you know, either if he uses his strength to get possession back, if he makes an interception, if he makes a tackle, then have that passing to get the ball up the field. And he can make passes. He can make long passes. He can make good short passes. It was very impressive all around. I thought his pace was okay. I don't think it's amazing overall. Yeah, you could put a chem style to increase his pace a little bit more, but I think it's fine for the stage of FIFA. His strength doesn't need to be upgraded. His dribbling is fine. He doesn't feel sluggish or anything like that. Obviously, centre-backs don't typically feel very smooth unless you've got like a 99 Virgil van Dijk, but you know, he feels fine, comfortable on the ball. It's a good card. I think if you've got a Serie A team, it's another card to highly consider going for. I think him and Tomiyasu from Bologna are a good partnership as centre-backs even at this stage of FIFA, despite their only 85 ratings. I think they're very good cards. And obviously, this is the potential for further upgrades. If Roma do well, if he does well, obviously he's a centre-back, so to get informs as a centre-back isn't easy, but if Roma do well as a club, we could get upgrades through that as well. So in my opinion, for his cost, I think this is an SBC. Even if you don't have a Serie A team, you may go and use a Serie A team towards the back end of FIFA, and he might have like an 88 rated card by that point, and you've saved him in your club. So in my opinion, this is an SBC that I'd fully recommend you guys doing, because he's not that much, and in return you're getting a very, very good card in my opinion. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.